Marvel Studios is cutting it very close with Doctor Strange 3. They apparently want the film and need the film to be out before Avengers Secret Wars, as it's part of the Multiverse saga. And in their quest to try to find a new director, they might just resort to an old director. Enter Sam Raimi, who is allegedly 99.9% convinced and on board to direct it unless something goes horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. We should just call that Eternals syndrome? Yeah, let's go with that. It could go terribly Eternals. Now I know what you're saying. Marvel Studios can't possibly be stupid enough to try to rush the next Doctor Strange. And that's where I tell you that they are stupid enough to try to rush it, but I don't think that this is the problem or the case here. A part of me believes that Sam Raimi was already on board to direct this film with the huge success of the second film. Because they already set up stories, they had ideas, they had a whole slate in place when they announced Sam Raimi. It just doesn't make sense to me that they would try to swap him for a third director that's going to do something different. Especially with the fact that, again, the second film was received pretty well and made tons of money at the box office, almost $900 million. So, in regards to the third film, apparently, Marvel Studios really wants this thing out ASAP. Rumors are in very close proximity to the two Avengers films. Now, if that's the case, then there's at least 3 to 4 films that scoopers have reported are dropping between the two Avengers films, which would mean 6 films in a year. That's not going to happen, guys. That is not happening. So the likelihood of Doctor Strange 3 being one of those, I think, is higher than something like World War Hulk, as reports and insiders keep stating, which I still don't believe it's happening the way they're spinning it because of things I've heard. Regardless, though, I do think that Doctor Strange 3 is something that Marvel Studios desperately needs because they need to provide exposition to the bigger oncoming threat. And Doctor Strange will make enough money and pull in enough people that will know what's going on, just like the second film did. So there's a lot here that's kind of connected, and I would assume that Raimi will be announced soon, and I will not be surprised if we start hearing he's going to direct it next year and it's dropping between the two Avengers films, because it just makes sense. It has to be a multiverse film because that's what they set up, unless for some reason, and this would be stupid, they decide, nope, we're going to deal with the aftermath of Doctor Strange 2 in Avengers Doomsday. And if that's the case, then they're going to have to change direction for the entire film and trajectory and story that they were going for, just like they did for Doctor Strange 2 this time around. It was originally supposed to be a nightmare film, but of course, that's not what we got. So they could pivot hard, but I think that would honestly be a disappointment for pretty much everybody.